Hi, welcome to video 2. I'm now 13 days away from having my sleeve weight loss surgery. I've been up since about 5:30 this morning. I woke up with one of those, oh my God, do I really want to do this? Do I not want to do this? I don't know why these things always happen to me in the middle of the night. I'm sure they happen to you too. But so my quandary has always been, this is an elective surgery, and I'm concerned about doing it in the sense that, this isn't something that I have to have. This is something that I want to have, and that I've just never faced this reality before. Every surgery that I've had, and this will be my 8th surgery, has been because of medical reasons that I had to have it out, had to have emergency surgery, or I had to deal with medical problems on my body, and so I had time. I had days, weeks, years of pain depending on the surgery, and then the doctor would say, well, the only thing that you can do is get surgery to fix the pain, if you don't want to live on painkillers for the rest of your life, or have or die because you feel like your gallbladder explode or something and you go septic. So the sleeve is different because I don't have a doctor telling me I need this. I have doctors telling me you need to lose weight. I have doctors telling me weight loss surgery would really probably work for you. But I don't have any doctor going, you know what, if you don't have this surgery, you're going to die. So yeah, that's just different. So since last week, let's see, I was at 257, and now I'm at 252, and I started my liquid diet yesterday. For my doctor, or for my surgeon, the surgical group, or the center of weight loss that I'm going to, the liquid surgery is kind of a misnomer because I only have to drink one liquid meal a day, so I can choose to have breakfast, lunch, or dinner as a protein shake. And I was drinking protein shakes about 3 times a week anyway, so not really a problem. So yesterday, like I said, it was the start of the diet. And so I had a protein shake for breakfast, I had half a protein shake because I had tried to mix something and it was disgusting. Don't ever open up your omega-3 fish oil capsules into your chocolate protein shake, because fish and mackerel are not the kind of combination that you want to put into your body, or at least I don't. So then I had a little something for breakfast because I needed to get that nasty taste out of my mouth. And then for lunch, I had a protein shake. For dinner, I had lean meat and vegetables, which is the other thing, the other part of the plan. It's just to eat low-fat, lean meats, and any vegetables and fish, seafood that I want is fine. So I actually had 3 ounces of filet steak and asparagus. So today I had coffee with protein shake mixed into it. It was my first time trying to do a warm protein shake, and the first one I made was fine. It was chocolate and with a little bit of cashew milk, and then I put in the coffee, and it was fine. It was delicious. Well, the next time I thought, well, I'm going to put in the protein powder, and then I'm going to put the hot stuff in because it'll melt it. And then I'll put the milk in after it's all melted and stirred, and that didn't work. Mostly the protein powder just sort of floated on top in little globules of protein dust, which I did manage to choke down, and a couple of times did end up coughing because I actually was choking. But there you go. And for dinner, lunch, I had tuna fish. Tuna fish salad. And for dinner, I'm going to have probably fish curry. So be getting some questions from my family about, well, if you already have lost around 30 pounds, why do you even want to have the weight loss surgery? Well, I've been debating about this for a long time. What does a weight loss surgery mean to me? And of course, it's totally personal as to what it means for each person. For me, I've decided that I'm using it as a way to reset my body. I read this thing where they said that most habits take 6 months to a year to form. So if I want to teach my body not to have cravings for stuff that it really shouldn't have because of nutritional or lack of nutritional value, then by having the surgery, and a lot of people say that they're not hungry for 6 months at least, and then I should be able to reset my body, reset my habits. And the other thing is, I've been eating ketonic for around 3 months now, and I've lost 30 pounds. And I had stopped eating sugar on the 1st of January, and this is the 2nd of August, and that was fine, but I really didn't lose any weight not eating sugar. It wasn't until I gave up carbs and really started eating a high protein, fat, and vegetable diet that I started losing weight. So, which is fine, and it's fine. It's a fine diet to have, and the thing is that I just don't think that I could have the willpower every day for the rest of my life to not want to eat carbs or sugar, or things that I still want. I mean, just because I'm not eating it doesn't mean that I don't, when I'm out running errands, go, look, there's Krispy Kremes. I could go get a donut. I've been really good. I've lost 30 pounds. I mean, it's so counterintuitive because you think, well, you've lost 30 pounds by not eating donuts, so why would you even want a donut? I mean, it's just weird how, our body wants to crave things that are so bad for it. I mean, that's really the American diet has gotten so bad with all the stuff, the preservatives and the fats and the sugars and the et ceteras that they add that actually make us crave things. So, 13 days to my surgery, trying to get ready, trying to make lists, trying to make plans, trying to decide all the stuff that you have to decide for the surgery. And this week I go to see my surgeon for my pre-surgical visit, and I go to the hospital and I meet with the anesthesiologist, maybe the anesthesiologist nurse, and for that pre-op, and I have pre-op tests, which, it is what it is. Last week I had the pre-op visit with the nutritionist and the bariatric nurse, coordinator, and so she told us all, the nurse told us all about what to expect when you're going in for surgery, which was probably really helpful for all those people that haven't been in the hospital a bunch of times like I have. For me, it was a bit repetitive, but there was some good information, some stuff I hadn't really thought about. So the last time I was in for abdominal surgery, I had my gallbladder out, and that was like over 10 years ago. And it was an emergency sort of a deal, and it was my first time staying in the hospital. So I didn't know that you could bring your own pajamas, and that you really, really should bring your own toothpaste and toothbrush and all that sort of stuff. But I do know that now, but it was a good reminder that these sort of things I can do. I mean, I don't have to walk around in a hospital gown after my surgery. I can actually have my own pajamas on. And then we talked to the nutritionist, and she told us about what we have to eat in this 2-week period. before the surgery, and that's to get the size of our liver, or get the fatty liver, get the fat around our liver to shrink, so it'd be easier for the surgeon to get in and move it out of the way. Excuse me. Cough. Something in my throat. All good information, and I've really learned because I've read a lot. I've read books, I've read web posts, I've read news articles, I've watched other vlogs, I've done as much research. I mean, I've talked to my friends in all of it, done as much research as I think I can, and I've really learned that all this stuff varies so much by surgeon and hospital, and I mean, of course, probably country. I mean, it varies even more. The pre-op plan for people is different everywhere, and the pre-op diet is different, and then I think even the post-op diet's probably different, and how long you stay in the hospital is different, and it's such a lot to try and wrap your head around. And if you're going through insurance, of course, there's more hoops that you have to jump through, but it also is a good way because, at least, I mean, I don't know that people who don't have insurance get a bariatric coordinator for the surgeons and stuff. I mean, I assume they probably do, but I don't know. I mean, it's a good way to get all that information and get everything sorted out. If I had to do this all on my own, I think I'd be going crazy. I mean, I feel like I had to do a lot on my own because, like I said, I have to, in my last video, I said that I have to drive an hour each way for all these appointments. And so trying to coordinate like 4 or 5 different offices and 3 different hospitals, as it turns out, trying to coordinate all the different appointments that I had and try to get them to line up on the same day, but at least have enough room in the schedule so that I could drive from one hospital to the other hospital in the same city, but a fairly large city. That was kind of that was not fun, but I did it. I'm definitely looking forward to the surgery, I guess. I mean, anytime you talk about going in the hospital, there's not, there's like, wow, do I actually look forward to that? Or, I am looking forward to all this pre-op stuff being over. I mean, to be honest, I'm still like not 100% sure that I want the surgery because, like I said, at 5:30 this morning, I'm waking up and I'm thinking, what if something goes wrong? Every other surgery I've had, something has gone wrong. So odds are that something will go wrong. I'm going to be away from my house, away from my cats, away from my mom, my friends. I mean, only an hour away, but still, it's away. And it's all different, and it's a lot to think about. If I just think, oh, the next 6 months, I think, okay, I'm going to get the surgery, and then I'm going to start losing more weight, and then I'm going to start exercising again, and that's great. But then I start thinking, okay, so 10 years from now, I still have to keep an eye on everything that I eat. Well, I just said that I was getting the surgery to help with my willpower. Well, that's sort of then the opposite. It helps with my willpower right now and maybe in the short run, and eventually everyone says that things get a little easier when you eat. So there's all that. And then I've read so much stuff, and maybe that's part of the problem, honestly. I mean, I've read so many reports of people saying people were so mean to me, and after I had the surgery, people were just nasty to me, and I don't understand where that comes from. And then I've read about how even your spouse starts treating you differently because, I mean, with my husband, we've been together, this is going to sound a little odd, but we've been together for 24 years. And the reason it sounds odd is because most people think think that I'm a little bit younger than I am. Well, I don't mind that. But anyway, we've been together for 24 years, and I have been this weight, essentially, for 25 years, 26 years. So he's only ever known me at this weight. The only time I ever lost weight in our relationship is, when I'd be sick or something. When I had to go in the hospital for surgeries, I'd almost always end up losing weight. But it was only a few pounds, 10, 15 pounds, and I'd gain it all back. So, there's that concern. I mean, I don't want to talk anyone out of it, of course. I just think that, I don't know, there's a fine line between being prepared and driving yourself crazy by being over-prepared. So I'm going to wrap it up there. Don't really have much more to say. I'll let you know how the tests go. I'll let you know what the pre-surgery is, whatever. And I'll check in next week. So, bye.